Hey there, everybody. Thet here, and welcome to Thet Checks Out Frostpunk version 1.0. Frostpunk is from the makers of the game This War of Mine, which definitely carries off that same somber feel I get when I have seen that game in action. It's from 11-Bit Studios. If you're interested in it, it's $29.99 on Steam, or whatever your local price is. Anyway, as you can see, look, they're just putting it right in your face already. Anne Desmond, 37, London refugee, medical helper, and mother to Claire. This game is gonna try to hit you really hard with the feels. Thankfully, thanks to many a days of playing RimWorld, I feel nothing. So, we might be able to survive this game. I do have a current home started right now, and I'm going to be using that to kind of show off what the gameplay is like. First of all, the aesthetic of this game is gorgeous. Like I said, it is a somber feeling, but you can hear the orchestra picking up in the background, that feeling of hope that we are trying to struggle and survive. But basically what happened is the planet got tired of us ignoring global warming, so it decided to go ahead and just freeze everything. Decided to take the opposite extreme, you see. It's just kind of fighting back for its own survival, if you will. And apparently we can't handle a small drop in temperature of a couple dozen degrees. So civilization collapsed, and now we're all trying to survive in the last city, which we are in control of. Oddly enough, for some reason, we decided to go north after everything froze over, because, you know, everything's cold. What are humans gonna do? Obviously, we're gonna go to where it's colder, because, let's face it, when backed into a corner, we're pretty stupid. Anyway, we're loading up into the game right now so we can get a look at the gameplay. Like I said, this game is gorgeous. I will definitely give it that. Apparently, if hope falls to zero, you get an ultimatum. But anyway, here is our little city here. As you can see, it's quite lovely. It's a nice negative 20 degrees. Definitely don't have to worry about your food spoiling. In the center here, we have our generator. This is basically what's keeping us alive. Without this, we'd all freeze to death. You can also see our little folks here running around. This is Era Norwood. You can click on anyone and get pretty much all of their stats. As you can see, she's alone in this world. She's currently very cold, but her home is comfortable, so she ain't got nothing to worry about. Also, finishing labors because the workday is up. You know, we got different people here with different family members. Luke here, he's lucky enough, I should say, to be married to Margaret, who's resting over here in the middle of our little town. Got plenty of tents for people to sleep in. It keeps them warm enough for right now. And, well, this is what we live in. We live in this crater. Again, it's fairly nice. We just built a few new things here, so we're going to go ahead and check that out in a bit so that you can see that. But basically, everything you build has to be connected to a road. Right now, we have wood roads, and I did do a little bit of expanding over here to kind of increase our original ring of a city. And right now, it's mostly filled with tents, because I made a promise to the people that I would make sure that they all had shelter, and I kept that promise, which is why our hope is up to about halfway. As you can see, one promise fulfilled, one main objective fulfilled, which was to gather enough coal to keep our generator running for a while, which we've done. We have about 2 days worth of coal, which is pretty great. If you look at the top here, you can see coal, wood, steel, and steam cores round out some more of your resources, as well as raw food. People from our convoy. Apparently, I also completed the food quest here. With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue people we left behind. Build a beacon. Scout Frostland. It's really what we named the planet now that it's all cold. And save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. We need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. So we already built the workshop. I actually got that out of the way right at the beginning because I like doing research. Right now it's closed, and right now we're researching better hunting. But once that's done, we can learn how to build the beacon and then rescue survivors from our lost expedition when we were coming into this giant crater in the middle of nowhere. So, what do we got going on? It's nighttime. We have time to explore. I could pause it as well, but I don't feel like it. Other than our huts and our generator, we got the workshop here. It's comfortable in it right now. You can see the working hours right here. You can dismantle it if you really need the resources or halt operation. See all the workers in it. Workers go, right now there are 2 classes of workers, 3 if you include children, which, yes, you can put them to work. You have your workers who do basically basic manual labor. Right now, they're all pretty much gatherers. And you got engineers, which can build the roads, build the buildings, and they can also be set to gather if you need the extra time for them to do so. We can also click our temperature here and see this really cool overlay. Look at this guy is nice and comfy. William, he's feeling good. He's going home. He's going to feel even better. Even though he's alone in this world, he's not alone in our hearts. Anyway, you also need to put people to work here in the hunter's hut and in the cookhouse. So, let's food and hunger. As you can see, there's tutorials as well. The hunter's hut can give up to 15 raw food per day. It works at some interesting hours here. They actually work during the night. I suppose that makes sense. Then there's food and hunger, number of starving people, hunter's hut, hothouse to grow your own food, and then the cookhouse will turn raw food into usable rations. So, let's turn down the coal mining just a tiny bit, and we'll throw these boys into our hunter's hut so we can make more food. Love the graphics in this game. I love how basically everything looks. Let's go ahead and take a few people off of harvesting these wooden crates as well. We got wooden crates, steel wreckages, and coal piles here for harvesting, and once we can move out a little bit farther, we can start actually mining resources, but we're not at that point yet. We're still surviving. See, that's 5 raw food per day. Let's cook some of this. Standard meals require at least 1 worker. Provides 4 food rations from 2 raw food. That's a good deal. Let's go. Make me some standard meals. Storage. From 10 a day to 8 to 80 a day. That's good. And there you go. Alright. So we're going to make some edible food. We're going to gather some raw food. People are going to be able to eat. People are going to have a good time. We got our stockpile right here. And if you click on the stockpile, you can see exactly how much food you're making per day, which is pretty darn nice. Needless to say, you can't see your storage, because apparently we haven't made any deposits yet. Illness and healthcare. From what I've seen, sickness is basically caused by cold. Keep everything warm, they'll generally be okay. Cold homes or workplaces can cause people to become sick, so that's something to keep in mind, too. Medical post allows people to be treated safely. Gravely ill can receive radical treatment if you allow them to. Gravely ill and amputees can live in care houses. They get half rations. And then infirmaries can cure the gravely ill. So, when it comes to the gravely ill and... Oh, there is one person who's sick. Oh, no! Alva! You work in the cookhouse. Temperature is only livable there. That means there's a slight chance of you getting sick in that temperature. It's because we built our ring a little bit farther out. As you can see, cookhouse. Not quite as comfy as the hunter's hut. I wonder if building a road in between will actually help us out there. Let's see. We're going to just say, blam me a road here. Let's see if that little bit of extra wood will keep us comfy. I would like to... Oh, no, I don't want to finish it there. I actually want to spin you around. And then connect it right here. Boom. Okay, cool. We'll see if that helps. It probably won't, but it might. We are obviously going to need something for medicine now. We can build a medical post. It costs us 25 wood. We got 59. We got this. Yes, we do. We got a medical post. How about you? Do I want to put it there, though? I feel like... Oh, yeah, right there. Right there in the center. That's the ticket, right there. I knew I left that little spot open for a reason. The reason was the season. Season for healing. And it's nighttime now, so we got some people who worked in the hunter's hut. Heading out to hunt, as is tradition. As you can see, there's plenty of snow for them to work through. You feel bad for them now. Oh, man. Should have seen it when we got here. It was like, there were no tents. It was just the stockpile, the generator. Everybody was just freaking cold. I don't even know why they were here. So what else can you do in this game? Well, you can look at your economy tab, as you can see. See what everyone's doing. Right now we have some coal piles that aren't being used. It's alright. It's not that bad. But this is mainly just our coal balance. It's the most important part of our economy, so it's the only part that we look at. No, we got food processing over here. Hunter's Hut could use a lot more people. You can see our health status. Got 1 untreated citizen. We're going to fix that here shortly. Housing conditions. Everyone has a nice little tent. We can also build bunk houses and even better houses later. But that's not for now. And then steel and wood management for your steel and wood needs. And then finally, we got the Book of Laws. This is interesting. This is where the tough decisions are made. As you can see here, we have adaptation, find ways to battle hunger, sickness, and apathy. You gotta make these people feel, not just physically, but also emotionally. So if we open the Book of Laws and we go to adaptation, we can see that we have some interesting decisions that we could make, depending on how you want to live your life. We could throw down a law basically allowing us to activate emergency shifts, which force everyone in a building to work for 24 hours straight. Obviously, it will raise discontent, and using the emergency shift will make people even more discontent. I assume if that rises completely, you have a revolution on your hands, and basically everything's terrible. Once you sign something into law, apparently you can make a new law in 18 hours. You could also do child labor laws for safe jobs only, like cookhouses and hothouses. This one's actually kind of tempting now, because we have a cookhouse. We can put some kids to work in there. Allow them to work in safe places. Hope will fall a little bit, because, you know, you're putting children to work. Most people in the modern civilized world are against that, but, you know, hard times call for drastic measures. Child workers can also accidentally be injured in accidents, accidentally. And then on the flip side of that, there's child shelters, which will allow you to put them away into a place where they can't cause any mischief. It'll raise hope if you sign child shelters into law, and all children with a child shelter will give a permanent hope bonus. Problem is, you have to build it. This gives you safe space for 15 children during the work hours. Cost 20 wood and 5 steel. So that's the flip side of that. And there's some flip sides for some other things as well, like you could build a cemetery to bury the dead with dignity. Each burial will keep people from work for a few hours, so, you know, when people die, it kind of takes some time for the funeral. You also have to build the cemetery, which costs 10 wood. But, you know, no disease from unburied bodies. Hope will raise a little bit. On the flip side, you just throw them all in the ditch. You know, cover them with snow. The cold will halt their decay because we are nice, happy people. Yeah. So there's laws. There's also laws to make your food go a little bit farther, too. We can cook soup instead of full meals to feed more people. People don't like soup. Raises their discontent slightly. Causes discontent. But it allows you to get more food, more rations, I should say, out of your raw food. And there's food additives, which is the other way to do this. Add sawdust to your meals, because, you know, that's lovely. I assume this actually consumes wood. But, you know, hope will fall slightly. Discontent will raise slightly. And there's a chance that people who eat food with sawdust get sick. I don't know why, because they're just freaking losers. But anyway, and then finally, for a little bit more fun, you could establish a fighting arena, which lowers discontent. Evening bouts will reduce discontent, and then you have to actually build it. Because nothing relieves tension better than watching a few rounds of an all-out slugfest. Let's do something slightly easy here. We'll do an emergency shift. Allow us, I should say, to enact this. So we've signed it. Discontent rises a little bit. It's a controversial law. Work, work, work until you die. Look, that's not our intention, okay? We survived another night. That has to count for something. You're darn right, Edwina. We're doing fine, all things considered. You see? See? They're not too sad. You see? And I'm not even going to put down the emergency shift. I put it in my pocket, okay? I just gave myself the option to do so. You can also get abilities, apparently, for your buildings. That's what the emergency shift is. It's a, you know, it's an ability that you can throw down on the buildings. Anyway, at least we have a mess hall now. That's pretty great. I'm not going to throw down any emergency shifts right now. I just don't see the point. For now, we're going to zoom out here and take a look at our beautiful, beautiful little kingdom here. Workforce. What's this tutorial all about? I already went over this. Engineers, workers, children can't work at all initially. We could change that. We might change that. But I got 15 hours before I can put down another law, so I'm going to hold off. So right now it's work time. There are normal shifts, and we can actually open the workforce again to see this here. Let's see. Day-night cycle. There we go. Initial daily routine timeline. They sleep between midnight and 6 a.m., get 2 hours of free time, work until 6 p.m., and then get 6 hours of free time. And everyone goes to sleep at midnight because that's how we do. And then you can actually get a time switch to turn some places to night shift. etc., etc. Apparently the Hunter's Hut by default works nights. I mean, that's just how they do it. I'm not here to complain. How can I? Wood crates have been depleted. That's not great. But it also means we have 20 more workers to work with. So let's gather some more. Let's throw 5 of you in here, I think, over to these wood crates. Could always use more wood. Insert your own joke here. Go ahead and get some more coal in our life. And then I think I want, we have a lot of coal. We actually have about 2 days worth. Tell you what, collect us some steel. Do me this favor. Alright. So we built the roads around here, right? It's almost built all the way around. Let's finish this up. Boom. Alright. No, I gotta actually, you know, click it. There you go, to tick it. Beautiful. So we got that building around. Temperature's still not good there, so apparently that didn't help as much as I thought. It is possible to research steam level 2, which will increase the heat a little bit more. Obviously, the closer you are to the generator, the more comfortable it gets. Heat zone range level 2. I feel like we should consider researching that. Then you can also put it into overdrive to increase the heat in all zones, but it does take up generator stress. I haven't even seen that stress level. Increases when overdrive is on. When the stress reaches 100, it'll explode and the game will end. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just assume that's a bad thing. We need engineers for the medical post. Are you joking me? I guess we'll put 1 in there for now. How many doctors do we need? 1 person is starving? I do not appreciate this. 3 people are I do not appreciate this. Oh, we have 157 food rations, though. Alright, you guys are a little too efficient. Let's actually take some workers out of the cookhouse and put them into the, we're gonna throw them into the Hunter's Hut instead. Wow, you guys are, like, too good at your jobs. Look. Nobody needs to starve anymore. Hunter's gear's researched. They will now return up to 20 more raw food on each hunt, so hopefully during the night that'll solve that problem that we're having. Let's look at research now, see what we got. Exploration and industry. We're supposed to be researching beacons. As you can see, there are different tiers. We need drawing boards to get more scouts, but first we need to get the beacon done. So let's go ahead and get the beacon done. It takes 10 wood, 7 hours. We can do that. Then we can start building beacons. Allows us to send scouts to search the wilderness for goods and survivors and bring them to the city. Steel and wood. Alright, we're going to need 35 steel. We're collecting it. Slowly. We're getting 16 a day. I don't think we're doing too bad. You could disagree, but you could be wrong as well. So don't even argue with me, please. Alright, you guys, well, free time's coming up soon. You won't have to starve for long, please. Eat some food. Alright? More wood crates have been depleted. Oh, boy. Do we have any more wood crates around here? We do. Okay. Let's just slap them all on the wood crates here. Got 4 engineers. We're going to keep them on, we're going to keep them on standby in case we want to do more building. Coal pile's been depleted. Alright. I mean, let's throw them on this coal pile, I suppose. And now we have a lot of extra workers. If we have this many extra workers, let's put them on food gathering. Because we got more people starving, and I do not appreciate it. We'll fill this up as well. Yeah, that works. We gotta actually live. I don't know if you knew about this. We do that by eating. Okay, work time's almost done. Kinda wish you could just tell people to come in and eat. Fred Sanders here, he looks like he's having a good time. Everything's fine, he's going to work. His work is in the cookhouse. It's livable. It's not great. Looks like he's married to Margaret. As a kid, George, he's doing pretty great. Nice goggles, kid. Slightly jealous. Alright. 10 more minutes in the work time here, and then we can go off. We need sawmills, too. Frozen trees, dude. Could not resume production. Requires raw food. Look, I understand this, I do. Hunter's Hut is just about to start, though. We got 15 people coming out here. They're about to get food. But seriously, starving guys, let's stop with the starving. You're starving. Well, This person has been going without food for some time. Guess what? We got rations. Yes, we do. One person's being treated, it looks like, here in the medical bay. I like the UI. Everything's a little bit... Oh, someone new is sick. Oh, you were being treated, right? You were the same one? The plus sign is very small. Does that mean you're almost done being treated? Medical post is 24 hours. It's waiting for workers. Ah, she's going home. You know what? Let's put a second engineer on here. That way they can kind of hopefully rotate. I don't know if it actually is going to work that way, but it sounds good. And it's law time. Let's go. I think I'm not a fan of it, but I think it is time to introduce a little bit of this child labor going on here. We're going to lose a little bit of hope. They're not going to like it. We toil all day, and now the kids have to work too. Look, we're going to keep them safe. Kids should be learning, not working. Do you see a school up in here? I haven't built the College of Winterhold yet, okay? You got to slow your roll. All right? We're going to put them over here in these safe spaces. Where can I put them? Is this literally the only place I can put them to work? Can I make them gather crap? I could make them gather crap. I'm sure they're not going to be great at it. But, you know what? Let's put 5 of them to work over here gathering some of this steel. Because we're going to need a little bit more once research is done. And, let's take 3 people out of the cookhouse and add 3 children. We're doing fine. Bert Best, he knows what's best. He says we're doing fine. Margaret, another day, another shift. Well, that's life. You darn right it is. You darn right. You know what? It's not as bad as you acting like it is. We have 13 available workers, if you include the children. Don't worry. I know we can't sign a new law yet, but is it possible to reverse this law? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know if it is. How do I repeal a law? I don't know if that's possible. I may have just consigned myself into a direction I'm not particularly happy with. Because the next law that's on the list is child labor all jobs. And this just makes me sad. Now, hope will fall, discontent will raise slightly. They can be injured or die in accidents. Yeah, I'd probably rather not do that. Not my kind of thing. So the ability to repeal laws could be helpful in the future. Engineers aren't doing anything. Let's fix that. Let's build some roads. Yeah, let's 10 wood up this. 10 wood up this. That's what I said. Yep. There we go. Build a whole new section. Cold at home. Oh, jeez, it's gone down actually to 40 degrees. Holy jeez. Overdrive. Hope I don't freeze to death on duty. Well, I hope that too. Alright, overdrive has at least made it livable in most areas, which is good. Too cold. It's too cold to work in the cookhouse? Oh, that's not good. Luckily, we did get a lot of food. We made a lot of food rations, and nobody's starving right now, but we're going to need to do something about that. Gathering post. People working here gather resources from nearby coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage. Oh, they can do that automatically if I put them in here. Too bad there's nothing in range. But the idea is beautiful. Resource depot extends our storage capacity for a particular resource. That's cool. Don't need the workshop. And we pretty much got everything else. We have no new people. We're still at 80. Oh, thankfully there's fires in these bins over here. What? They're not keeping things warmer? That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not big on the stress here. Hopefully this cold will go away soon. It looks like the temperature's going to rise a level after day 6? Oh my goodness. We're going to be freezing our butts off for days. Yeah, we need to do something about this whole steam level business. Let me look at our technology tree here. Heating. Heaters. Allows us to use heaters to heat workplaces during working hours. Each heater raises a workplace's temperature level by 1 and consumes 1 coal per hour when running. Alright, I think we should research that next. A steam hub. When powered by the generator, these contraptions create additional smaller heat zones around them. Okay. They also cost steel. I think we're going to need to do that. So, let's go ahead and let things speed up a bit here. The beacon is done. Let's do steam hubs to start with. And then let's build a beacon. It's under tech. Alright. Where do we beacon? I say we beacon over here where we got literally a space for it. We're out of steel. That's okay. We're going to be fine. We're putting it in here for good reason. Cold as hell in here. Not a fan. Not a big fan of the being super cold. -2 from the weather, +2 to the heat zone here, so... Mild frostbite, a citizen became ill. 5... Oh, jeez. 5 gravely ill. We're gonna have to decide what to do with them. We're gonna have to pass a law for that. Got an event over here. Pretty nice, yep. Dangers of the cold frostbite. One of our people has become gravely ill due to frostbite. This will keep happening if people have to work in such cold. We must do something. Consider signing the radical treatment or sustain life law. Or, I see, and do nothing. We must do something. We gotta wait 3 hours. Radical treatment will allow us to try to do everything to save them, from invasive surgery to amputations. They'll be treated in medical post. It will raise hope a little bit. 30% of the gravely ill treated in medical post will be left as amputees, and it'll raise discontent a little bit. So hope and discontent both go up. That's fun. Sustained life is the opposite end of that. The other side of the coin. We can't cure them, but we keep them alive. Won't risk dangerous amputations. They'll be kept alive, but untreated in the medical post. Hope will go up. Discontent will go up, so that's going up no matter... Those are going the same way either way. Gravely ill will not be treated and will remain a burden. But they'll also take up beds at the medical post. So I can't pass either of those right now. But we can see about doing so. We can have 5 people in medical post. We have 5 people who are sick too. So that would completely fill up our medical post. That's not good. That's not good. We can learn about weather changes. Yeah, that's not good. So we can see using our little barometer here where the temperature is going to go over time. And then generator overdrive, which I'm using right now. Hopefully we won't have to let it get to 100. Right now it's at 26. We need to do more for heat. Just in general. So, this was my first play through the game, and I can see right now I kind of wish I had put more emphasis on heating at the beginning. Maybe there were some things we had to obviously do, like get coal, get the generator on was the very first mission, get food going. But once we have those 2 things, really heat should probably become the primary goal until we can at least survive well enough to totally change our viewpoint from looking at the heat to other things. The beacon is built. From now on, our people will be able to survey the icy barrens that surround us. The Frostland. Ooh. Apparently this was a huge event. My goodness. That's really cool. Alright, I get this cold up here. You don't have to freeze my camera, please. Don't do this. Woo! Okay, this is not where I expected to be. This is our city. Here's a cave. There's our lost expedition. There's numerous tents here. Send scouts to learn more. So now we can see these things. Oh my gosh, this map is amazing. Ooh, I like it. Nope, that's not the button. Go to city, okay. Go directly to the beacon to deploy a new unit. So, we need 5 workers and 40 wood to create scouts. Alright. And that would be the next big step in the game, I suppose. Dude, that beacon is really cool. But we'll have to explore that some other day, because that's going to be it for this Thet Checks Out of Frostpunk. If you enjoyed it, hey, let's do this real quick first. Ready to search. Oh, yeah, we needed a win. Cool. The volunteers are lining up. It's pretty great. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know by giving it a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more. If you want to see more, hey, man, people on the Discord went nuts about this. They were like, hey, there's this Frostpunk game. You should check it out because it's pretty great. And it is pretty great. So if you want to see more, let me know in the comment section below or over on the Discord or anywhere. I don't know. If you can reach out to me, feel free to just beat it over my head. It's pretty darn great, I gotta say. Thank you again for watching this Thet Checks Out video. I will see you, hopefully, in the next video. And hopefully we won't all freeze to death.